Ugh. What's up? Qua? Oh, I hit the wrong one, that's why. I live in this livery. I know I do. I like it. This is the cargo one tonight, though. Not like it's that much different. What's going on, dude? How you doing? I just wanted to fly in Alaska tonight. I haven't really done a lot of flights over here. I mean, I did fly Delta last time, though, but that was in the A320. 69 at 36. Eight. Been better? That's no good, man. I don't like to hear that. You lost your job? Dude, that sucks. When the hell did that happen? Are we done loading? I highly doubt we're anywhere near done loading. Oh, well, they're done. And that one's almost done. That's good. Just over a week ago? Dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully something else will pop up pretty soon for you, my friend. I've been contemplating leaving FedEx, but I got no... I mean, I have a couple of jobs out there that I applied for, but I haven't heard anything. I mean, I don't plan on leaving, but I don't wish that upon anybody. That's always rough when you find that out, when that happens. 5. Reserves are pretty low. Say 5.0 since it's like 49.90. Reserves 5.0. They went virtual, and one of the positions I was doing was told me they couldn't accommodate my hours anymore. I'm a full-time student going to school in the evening. Eesh. You know, something like that happened to my girlfriend when we bought the house. We'd already, like, closed on the house, or actually, I don't think we closed on it yet. I can't remember exactly what was going on, but I know we found out. Actually, yeah, I think we'd already closed on the house. We were already living in the house. And found out my girlfriend was going to lose her job. Because they eliminated like her position in the company, or they outsourced it. So she was like freaking out. But luckily another position opened in their company, and she was able to get it internal. So it ended up working out. But it was nerve-wracking for a few days. We were really worried about like what was going to happen. But yeah, I don't wish that, man. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully something will come along pretty soon. But I mean, that's pretty tough being a full-time student. And you're having now to worry about that. Yeah. Does this not have the, yeah, whatever. I don't need it anyway. Of course, Finn's sending me text messages of him flying and looks like a Gulfstream. Alright, I'm gonna try to fly here in a little bit in a Honda Jet. That's cool. Where are you thinking about going? I think I have everything done. Oh yeah, I had to take off performances and stuff. Is the APU already fired up? Alright, cool. I'll probably release the stairs. We don't need those anymore. Not that we needed them anyway. No clue. I had to cancel my Navigraph subscription, so now it's really hard to fly without it. There's some free options out there. Does Little Nav Map do stuff like that? I can't remember if that... You can do, obviously it's not going to connect to your sim, but SkyVector. But then again, it's not going to connect to your sim, though. None of that stuff connects to your sim, so I guess it doesn't matter. Little nav map will. At least I think it connects to Microsoft Flight Sim. That I actually do not know. I actually don't know the answer. I actually don't know if it does or not. I think it does, but I don't know. It's been so long since I've used that app. I was using it with X-Plane for a long time, and it kept causing my... I didn't realize it was the reason why my sim would crash half the time is because of that program. It was weird. 544. There's a lot of back trim. Nothing else does. My I don't have to update my Navigraph or pay for that. That's at the beginning of the year for me, but my 4 flight is coming up soon. I think at the end of the month. I guess I actually have to contact their ground to use the pushback. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm using GSX. That doesn't work. It's not working. Oh wait, I didn't want to do that. I mean, isn't there one on... I can't remember if it's steer to the left or steer to the right. My Navigraph was charged a few days ago, but I had to contact them to cancel and refund the money. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm surprised they did it. Tell you the truth. I guess we're gonna roll. The chocks are still set. Why do you want to go that way? I explained to what happened, and they were pretty understanding. Said refund the money, dude. I gotcha. So when can we wish you a happy baby daddy day? Yeah, I'm a cat dad, sir. That's the extent of my that's the extent of that. Hope you guys had a good Father's Day. I mean, my Father's Day was pretty good. Mine passed away in 2013, so but I just kind of hung out, watched the U.S. Open, went to a batting cage with some friends to go work on some baseball shit. Other than that, I didn't really do anything. Just kind of chilled out. Flight director's on. Flight director's on. pretty much on departure. We just got to make an immediate turn out to the left. And we're pretty much good to go. So big news, the PMDG just dropped when they're going to be releasing the 777. June 26th, 9 days, or June 25th, 9 days from now. So you know I'm going to be all up in that. I don't even know what the CTAF is here. CTAF 18.7. Weird. Unicom is 122.95. Again, are we supposed to use CTAF or the Unicom? I don't know. All right, brakes RTO. Clear left, clear right. I don't think we have anybody in our airspace we need to worry about. I do need to turn transponder on. That would probably help. I love how it still has this as snow. It's June. Actually, what is the temperature here right now? It is... It's 72 degrees. So I don't think there'd be snow on the ground here, which is kind of laughable that that's on here. CTAF is after you reach 18,000, or then I guess I use Unicom. Which their Unicom is, what, 122.95? Yeah. Oh, I'm glad that tug is in the way. Are you sure CTAF is after you reach 18,000? That doesn't sound right. I like how that's in the way. That's fun. See him go through the engine. Yep, right through it. Cool. Could be 10,000, I don't remember. I thought that sounds like something that would be below 10,000, not after 10,000. But it'd probably help if I actually, you know, get centered. There's actually a private plane flying around. I don't see him. It's like 2 miles away. Actually, a few planes in the area. I don't know if this is actually on Vatsim traffic, or is it? This should just be Vatsim traffic. And apparently it's not, it's giving me real world traffic, not Vatsim traffic. Because it's showing like multiple planes in the area and I don't see any on, that's weird. Usually that connects fine. It usually connects. Alright, whatever. Togo.
80 knots.
80 knots, cross check.
V1, rotate.
Oh. You're up. Yeet. And flaps up. Outer marker. Alright, on our way. Just a quick little banger flight. It's really not that hard. It's not a very long flight at all. Really excited for the new PMDG 777 to come out. I think it's the 300ER. We are climbing like a rocket ship. Already at 10,000. We're all gonna die. No way. I mean, I've seen you fly, so I think I'm okay. That's what you get. Oh, that's Vancouver Center's online now. Hey, I can land the plane not very well. I still land the plane. Okay, well, landing it and crashing it is really I mean, technically, even a crash is still a landing. Actually, it's been a while since I've actually had a crash on stream. I'm trying to remember the last time I did. It's been a while. I say that, now it's going to happen. Any landing you're going to walk... I'm walking away from every landing because I'm on a computer. I mean, if you have 300 people on your plane and you're the only one that walks away, is it really a good landing? I mean, for you, I guess. Everybody else gets their shit out of luck. Desktop Pilot Society. Yeah, because we're waiting for the day when we're on a real plane, and they said, hey, is anybody here know how to fly? Like, I got this. Yeah. All of us think we can do that. I think I'd have a better shot than most, though. Transition altitude. Standard pressure. That's a rather good name for a Twitch team name. I think I can think of Desktop Pilot Society. That's actually not bad. That's actually pretty solid. That's pretty solid. I kind of like that. DTPS. Which I don't know if that sounds appropriate either. I'm surprised that's not a team name on stream. On Twitch. That's actually a really good idea. It's not bad. That's pretty solid. I have a lot of emails. I don't really want to read them right now, though. Like, not at all. I mean, it already feels weird it's Sunday evening, which technically this is my Saturday. Dude, we're climbing like hell. Which is fine, I don't have a problem with that. Almost did a 787 flight. Almost. It's like rare that there's any type of ATC in this area. I think technically I'm in Alaska. Yeah, I'd be in Alaska Center right now. There's not a lot of things going on tonight. The calendar looks kind of... I know this coming Friday, the 21st, though, that's a big event. They're doing Light Up America live from FS Expo, so I'm probably going to be doing some flying that night. I always try to do the Light Up America because usually, you know, the whole thing is lit up. You know, obviously it's called Light Up America. So you're going to get plenty of ATC coverage, which is going to be awesome. I've done it. I've done that event, like, I think the last 2 years. And typically I do, like, almost like a transcontinental flight. Like, I'll start in the East Coast and just work my way to the West Coast. At least that's the goal. We're already about an hour out, so this is a very short flight. You made a Discord for... Did you really? That's funny. I just stopped putting random channels in my Discord because, like, it just... We started having so many different channels that almost... It didn't even make sense. I think it's hilarious that we're going to get a PMDG 777 before the Flight Factor 777 came out. We were joking about that for years, about the Flight Factor and everything, and it's still... PMDG is going to beat them to it. Most likely. We haven't heard a word about the Flight Factor 777, about its release date. But, it's just comical. I actually took the Flight Factor 7.6 for a spin, just messing around on X-Plane 12. And it flew fine. I still just have not decided to stream X-Plane 12. I don't really want to go through the hassle of setting up everything like I did with X-Plane 11. There was so much stuff I had to set up to get the flight factors and other planes to work how I want. I just don't feel like doing it. I'm totally lazy about it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just honestly really lazy about it. Elevation 151 feet on that landing. We're already less than an hour out, and we're almost at altitude. Damn, I am tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. I woke up really early today. Like, I woke up before 7 o'clock. And I took like a little mini nap for like, I don't know, 30 or 45 minutes. Like, I don't know why I woke up so early. I just did. And it was kind of annoying. I just could not get back to sleep. I think I woke up at like 6:40. Which is dumb. PMDG finally going to release that 777. That's awesome. Very happy about that. I cannot wait to mess with that plane. So let's see, it's going to come out on the 25th, so it's next Tuesday. I mean, I wasn't planning on streaming that night, but I might end up having to. That would put 2 flight sims during the week though, or streams during the week though. Because I plan on streaming the 27th of June since it's featuring my home airport, Charleston. So I think it was the 25th, right? I just put it in general. Yeah, June 25th. I don't think it's I think it's just the EER. It's not a freighter or something like that, which, you know, that's what I'm really looking forward to is when the freighter version comes out. Of course, you don't have to buy that individually as well, because that's just the way PMDG does their stuff. It was kind of frustrating. You had to buy the 7, the 8, and the 900 all separate. But I guess it's how they make their money. Who knows? So definitely, let's see here. If I stream during the week, it's going to be, again, it probably won't be flight sim stuff. And again, I know that's why everyone, you know, who follows me is the flight sim stuff. And I did stream a couple of times this past week, like doing World War II sub games like Saddle Hunter 3, Saddle Hunter 4. But that's just the way it is during the week. It's just they're going to have to be kind of short streams or whatever. I mean, I guess I could do a short flight, but it just, you know, it's not going to be long. Next Friday, Light Up America live from FS Expo. We're definitely going to do that. That'll be a longer stream. We'll probably do something like Atlanta to LA or Memphis to Ontario or something. It depends. Maybe I might want to get my cargo flight out of the way for my FedEx VA. But we're going to be getting quite a bit. I mean, I could just do a couple little, you know, take off, land, and just work my way west. And then obviously the PMDG is releasing on the 25th. We'll have to check that out. That's going to be pretty cool. And then my event for my hometown airport on the 27th. That'll be fun. I wonder if Alaska still has this many snow-capped mountains this time of year. Like, obviously, like, in the northern sections, I feel like it would, but not in, like, the southern sections near Juneau and everything. I feel like that would be, I mean, I could be completely wrong, though. I'd love to go find out, though. I'd love to go visit and find out. Alright, at altitude, so we're just kind of cruising. And we're not that far away from top of descent. Like a couple hundred miles. Right now we're direct yak. You ever heard of Tay-Tay's Tortured Poet Society? Well, my answer was Desktop Pilot Society. Hey Josh, what's going on, dude? What's new in your world, sir? I'm in Discord, as always. You drungo. You did call me a drungo first. No, nothing new here, just living the dream. Josh, if that's your dream, I don't want to see your nightmare. Because I'm sure you're working right now. Living the dream. Is there more a white person saying in the history of the world than living the dream? I don't ever say that. I try never say. I honestly, I don't. I never say that. It's just such a weird saying. Yep, living the dream. Fuck this dream. I don't want this dream. The hell with that dream. Josh, I had to text Finn the other day and wish him congratulations on graduating high school. Our little Finley has now graduated high school with over 600 hours flight time and a commercial and instrument rating. It's so annoying. That dude will be off to college. Living in the dream Australia usually means fuck this shit. that means like that in my terms as well. I will not say that saying. No way. I will not say that shit. I refuse. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit, I'm out. I saw I graduated, he's all grown up. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. It's weird to think I've known you guys that long already, man. A couple years. And, you know, obviously I'm in my 40s. And, you know, he's about to be, he'll be, what, 19 this year, I think, sometime this year? Or is it next year? It's crazy. I asked him about college, like where he was going to go, and he said he was going to Gonzaga. And I said something like, oh, you'll get to experience college debt. And he goes, no, I won't. And I was like, oh, yeah, never mind. Your dad's paying for your fucking college, you lucky bastard. It was a lot of fun meeting him, though, and got to go flying and hang out and have dinner and stuff. Finn was so mad I paid for dinner, though. He wanted to pay for dinner, and I was like, no, I got it. And he's like, no. And I was like, no, I got it. You took us flying. I'm getting dinner. He's like, well, at least I'll buy dessert. I was like, all right, that's fine. I have no problem with that. Actually, Finn has the greatest anti-theft device for his car for most people. He's not a trust fund baby. His dad just paying for it. Did you guys go to a Waffle House? No, we didn't go to a Waffle House. We went to this little seafood joint that's not that far from the airport because we flew out of Renton, which is where they build the 737s for Boeing. Yeah, I grabbed like some fit. I didn't go Hardee's. I don't remember the name of it, tell you the truth. I could find it, actually. It was a good little joint. But, I don't even know. I mean, I'm assuming they had Waffle Houses up there, but it's not like I was... Hey, listen, I was not going to go to Seattle to get a Waffle House, though. That would have been... that would have probably not been a good idea. Let's see here. Where did we eat? So we didn't eat that far from the airport. Or from the airport. I'll find it. It's on one of these stupid... where it's at. I'm just very close to the factory. It's like this park I got to go hang out at, but I can't remember the name of it. We went to a place called Ivan's Seafood Bar. Yeah, that's where we went. That's where we ate at. It was a pretty good little joint. And then we walked next door and grabbed ice cream from another place right next to it. But I was saying about Finn's anti-theft device for his car. It's a manual. So not a lot of people can drive manuals anymore. I can drive a manual, but a lot of people don't know how to drive those anymore. So that's like his anti-theft device. Now this dude's dad like worked for Boeing, and so Finn gave us his business card, and on the back was like a free entry into the Museum of Flight at Boeing Field. I was like, all right, I'll take it. I'm in. It was a good time. We had a lot of fun in Seattle, man. It's too bad Danielle was sick the whole time. She was so pissed. She was sick the entire time. She was not feeling very well. But she was a trooper. She was a total trooper. We definitely want to go back. We definitely want to go back. I think next time we go back, if we go back to Seattle, we're probably going to do an Alaska cruise. So we'll probably land in Seattle and then get on the cruise ship and then, you know, go up and down the coast and come back to Seattle. I went to the original Starbucks. That was pretty neat, but I did not get a coffee there because I was not waiting in line. The line was absurd. Well, the second day it wasn't that long, but I was like, nah, I'm not waiting. I was like, I can get Starbucks anywhere. I'm not going just to the original one just to say I did it. You should have came up there, Josh. I know it was kind of late, kind of gave you late notice, but Seattle was a pretty cool town, man. It's not bad. The weather was great the entire time we were there. Like, it was cool. 2 days it was cloudy. 2 days it was sunny. The weather really, it didn't rain. Seattle's not exactly the cleanest city though in the world though. It's kind of dirty. I'm not gonna lie. There is a lot of homelessness in the city. I mean, you see that in big cities. I mean, I saw it in New York and I saw it in Boston. But you know, Seattle, the city was a little dirty. The fish market was pretty cool. The gum wall is absolutely disgusting though. If you Google the gum wall in Seattle and take a look at what it is, it's disgusting. I don't get grossed out by things, but even I was like, this is gross. Yeah, I saw the picture of the guy. Yeah, it's just disgusting. It's terrible looking. It's gross. It made me not want to eat anything. I was like, I'm losing my appetite. It's just disgusting. And apparently they'd scraped it. Like, they'd cleaned some of it, and it was still just, like, covered. It's the weirdest thing I ever saw. I've never seen something so weird in my life. All right, about 45 minutes out. I need to step away for a second. I'll be right back. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know what it is lately. I've been like ridiculously warm, and I hate streaming this time of year because it's already warm enough outside as it is because it's about to be summer, but my damn computer is nothing but a furnace. Like in wintertime, not a problem. You know, it gets warm. It's nice. It's comfortable in here. Summertime, or late spring, early summer, entire summer, it's like a sweat box in here. It's nuts. It was just insane how much heat my gaming PC just cranks out. Not to mention I got my laptop, you know, the streaming laptop next to me. So, and you guys seen pictures of my setup, so y'all know what it looks like. But it's just like screens everywhere. I mean, if you want a bunch of screens, just come over here. You know, you can count my phone as a screen because I'm using it as my chat window is on my phone. 2, 3, 4. It's 5 freaking screens. iPad, laptop, and my 2 side monitors. It's nuts. I spent way too much money on this setup. I'm barred from getting it. Actually, I do have another monitor. It's just not being used. I contemplated setting it up to use as like an auxiliary monitor for the streaming laptop, but I don't really have a good place I could put it. That it wouldn't maybe possibly fall over. I don't want that headache. The last thing I need to do is have a monitor or something fall. So if you guys are having a good Father's Day, happy Father's Day to you, everyone. If you're a father, you know, happy Father's Day. If you're not, if you're an animal dad like myself, you know, happy Animal Father Day. If you're lucky to still have your father around, make sure you at least say hello to him and everything. My Father's Day was spent pretty much watching the U.S. Open tonight, which was awesome. Watching Rory choke away another tournament, not fun. And DeChambeau winning again. Alright, we'll do a flaps 30 landing. 132 is speed, so it'll be pretty slow. We're not like terribly heavy. I mean, it is a 737. Alaska Air Cargo. It's funny because, you know, the call signs for these are not really any different than their normal call. They're still just called Alaska. They're not like Alaska Cargo or anything like that. But they have like really absurdly high numbers for their flight numbers. But I did see a few of these planes on the ground at SeaTac when I was there in Seattle. Obviously, you know, several FedEx planes that were on the ground just chilling. I think we saw... Is there an MD-11 there? I can't remember if there was an MD-11 there. I know I saw several 7.6s. And I'll tell you right now, Seattle Airport is a mess. Like, they're doing a lot of construction. It is a mess. Holy crap, was it just... It looked like a bomb went off in that place. There's stuff everywhere. Scaffolding. A lot of closed off areas. It's very claustrophobic. It's very tight and restricted. I was expecting better going out there, and I was like, man, this airport's a mess. I mean, it was crazy when we landed. We probably waited for 35 minutes just to even taxi to our gate. Because it took us about 5.5 hours to get there. Something like that. Because we just took direct flight, which is crazy, a direct flight from where I live all the way across country. But we landed, you know, and my body's thinking it's like 1 in the morning because I'm used to East Coast time, and it's like 10 something over there. It's like my body was just not. It took a minute. It took a couple days to adjust, and then as soon as we get adjusted, we're like leaving because we stayed for 4 days. But the first day back, when we landed in Charleston, I was like, yeah, I'm completely like just messed with, because we came back on a Thursday or Friday. What day was it? Was it Friday or Thursday? I think it was a Thursday. We flew there. No, we came back Friday. We came back on a Friday. Because Thursday was the last day we were there, and we went up to the Boeing factory at Everett, which is just an absolutely massive complex. It's ridiculously huge. But we chilled out there, and then came back Friday. But, you know, the flight coming back was about an hour shorter. It was like 4.5 hours. But as soon as I landed on the ground, I was just like, ugh, humidity, East Coast, ugh. It was kind of rough. But, you know, we plan on going back up there again, so, but, you know, eventually I want to go check out Vancouver. So I know you've been there, Josh, so if we can make that trip happen one day, that'd be pretty cool. I'll meet you up there or something. Ultimately, the next goal is, you know, I'd like to go check out Vancouver, but I don't really know where we're going to go next. We haven't, I mean, for major city-wise, I don't know if we're going to go anywhere else again this year. It's kind of up in the air. We're doing a cruise in November, and then it's trying to figure out where we want to go for our next big trip to another big city. We haven't really discussed it yet. We're about 35 minutes out, roughly. Maybe 40 minutes, give or take. Depends if Project Fly wants to work again. Yeah, it's already looks like it's broken again. Shocker. I hate this thing so much. I really do. I hate Project Fly so much. I really hate this program. So we update it again because this thing never can stay connected to the sim properly. I'll probably crap out again before we land. It just like freezes. It just stops updating. I don't know why it does that. It's just such a frustrating. And if I have to go back to using Sim Toolkit as that little thing, I will. I guess I will. I just like using it because I got the little logo and all that other crap that's mine, and I like using it like that. It's very annoying. First world problems. Is anybody any traffic in that area I need to worry about? The UPS MD11 just took off. Oh, he's basically right beside me. I highly doubt I'll see him. He's probably already passed me. See him. That'd be pretty cool though if I did see him. That's something else that should be coming out to release, full release, either the TFDI MD11, which I have. I bought the collector's edition, so I was one of the people who got early access to it, but I have not streamed it just because it was a mess when I first got it. I barely messed with it. I've done a couple of test runs with it just to kind of see how it's gotten much better. It should be, and from what I tell you, it should be pretty close to being released. So that's what you're going to see probably here really soon on Vatsim. Is going to be seeing nothing but MD11s and 777s. I mean, I ain't going to lie. I'm going to get that PMDG 777. I'm going to get it that day. I'll come home and get it. That's going to happen. There's going to be so many 777s on the net that day. I mean, I could plan to do... I can't because that event already happened. could do the Light Up America on Friday with the MD-11. That'd be kind of fun. First time using it. Ugh. Apparently I need to update my GSX. Apparently an update came out recently and I need to update. I haven't done it yet. I've been lazy. Yeah, the UPS MD-11 it just passed me. He's going to Ontario, so that's a pretty decently lengthy flight from Anchorage. There's actually a decent amount of ATC on the West Coast right now. I mean, LA Center's online. It's been online for a couple hours. And the East Coast is at Boston Center, shocker. And I think Moncton Center is online too, as well as is that Halifax? What is that? Or is that all one? Oh, it's all one. Never mind. And New York Center's online. New York Center seems like it never should be is online, and they're like randomly online in different times. I need to see if the Seattle scenery has been fixed. I haven't landed in Seattle in a while because the scenery is kind of messed up. It seems like it's like in the ground, embedded in the ground a little bit. There's like these huge like dirt walls that surround the airport with the scenery. I don't really know what the deal with that is. I actually have a tailwind, which feels weird that we have a tailwind going like westward. It feels like we shouldn't have a tailwind ever. It feels like it should be the other way. Very clear weather, though, up here. It is very clear. Oh, apparently runway 7 right is closed. Yeah, I'm going to use it anyway. I don't care. Yeah, it's giving me the real world traffic on 4Flight. It's not usually it'd give me the Vatsim traffic, but it's not doing that. It's only giving me the real world traffic. So we won't have that on. We won't mess with that. It's weird, like, flying on the net and not having ATC, to tell you the truth, for me. It's weird. I usually try to find the ATC, but I don't know, I just kind of wanted to fly in Alaska tonight. Like, there's a couple of sceneries I've never actually flown into Anchorage. This is going to be the first time I've flown into Anchorage streaming. And actually, I don't remember flying into Anchorage ever, like, just messing around. So this is going to be a first. about 200 miles out. Well, 11.3. I don't want to switch that over yet. I don't need to. The iOS 7 right. Even though apparently that runway's closed. Whatever. Breaking the law. Breaking rules. Do what I want. What? What should I do? Should I too much? What's up? You flying in the 737 800 Cali delivery? Sweet. Where are you going? DC? Where'd you go? Where'd you take off from? Which one? Are you going to DCA or are you going to, is it IAD? I can't remember which one. No, it's Tuesday. Oh, you're actually going to be flying on that. Oh. Oh, that's cool. DCA is a fun little airport to lie. You're flying from Houston. Yeah, DCA is a cool little airport. I mean, I've flown in there a couple times on the sim, but the river visual is pretty neat. I mean, I'd be doing it in real life would be really, really cool. Oh, actually, almost on top of descent. Holy shit. What's the bottom altitude? 5,000, probably. What you going to DC for? Did I say 5,000 or 6,000? I put 5,000. You'll take pics and videos? Absolutely, dude. Throw them in Discord. That'd be great. Family trip? Nice. I feel like I want to go on another trip again. Is the bottom altitude. You got banned. What'd you get banned? What do you mean you got banned? What'd you get banned from? What are you talking about? What for? Show plate. What's the plate? I need to know the bottom altitude. It is 5,000. Alright, cool. I was right. Your account got hacked? What, on It sucks, like, when you get hacked or something like that. I almost got hacked once, but luckily I was able to correct the problem before it went too far. Like, within literally, like, a couple of minutes, I realized I was like, oh shit, I screwed up. And I immediately, like, started changing things instantaneously. I got pretty lucky, and I felt really stupid for falling for it, too. Oh, I meant to look. I was looking at the weather. Should you get an i7 3050? I mean, if you get a pretty good deal on it, I mean, I don't think it's terrible. I mean, I've got an i9, and I'm running a 3080 graphics card. But you know, I have an i9 9900K, which is now almost 4.5 years old. i7s are pretty good processor. I mean, the one in my streaming laptop is an i7, but then again, it doesn't. I can play games on my streaming laptop if I want, just goof off. Graphics are pretty good, and it does a good job handling the workload. I'm not looking forward to. Obviously, we know the new Microsoft Flight Sim is coming out November 19th, which is the day before my birthday. You just need to run Microsoft Flight Sim smoothly. I'd say you'd probably be alright. It just depends. You know, again, I'm running my specs are on my channel. I'm running an i9 9900K with a 3080 12 gig, and right now I'm getting about 60 frames. There are times I get down in the 20s and 30s if I'm obviously going into an airport that has heavy frame rates, you know, like New York or Boston or stuff like LA. And especially if there's a lot of traffic on the net on Vatsim. Yeah, that's all mine. That's what I have on mine. That's literally everything I have on my computer, my gaming computer. That is everything on my gaming computer. The only thing I wish I'd have gotten different is the motherboard. The motherboard's okay. It's not great, but it's decent. But the only things I have upgraded since I bought this computer was I changed the RAM, and I've changed graphic cards, and I've put a couple of SSD drives in. Because initially I had 2 terabytes worth of storage, or actually like 2.25 or something total within 2 drives. But I added 2 more, so I'm running 4. That's as you can see in there. I've got a couple. You know, I got a 1 terabyte SSD and another 2 terabyte SSD. But yeah, all that's mine. I was kind of worried about getting a liquid cooled for the processor, but I've not had any problems with it. I mean, this has been a pretty reliable computer, and again, it's a little over 4 years old now. I bought it in January of 2020, like right before everything shit hit the fan with prices skyrocketing on computer stuff. But I've not had a problem with this computer for the most part. It has served me well, and I've tried to take as much care as I could with it, because I really don't want to buy another computer for a while. I mean, eventually I'm gonna have to. But it has served me very well. Now, I've put some money into it, don't get me wrong. I mean, I initially bought it for about $2,000, and that's going cheap on the graphics card because I had a graphics card at the time. I didn't have the 3080 that I have now. But, yeah, again, I've had to upgrade a lot of it. And we're on descent. Alright. On descent into Anchorage. Again, first time I'm gonna fly into this airport. I've taken off out of here, but I've never flown into it. So this ought to be fun. It's not a very long flight. This is a very short flight. And this is going to be the only flight I do tonight. I won't be able to stream tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. I might try to stream Tuesday or Wednesday, but if I do, they're going to be non-flight related, most likely. I mean, just double check though. I mean, the 3050 should be able. I'm assuming the 3050 is referring to the graphics card, but the 3050 should be able to handle Microsoft. Now, you may not be able to turn a lot of stuff on, you know, a ton. You should be all right. I mean, I've had to turn a lot of stuff down on mine just to have stuff running smoothly. I mean, that's just the way that. Again, with Microsoft Flight Sim, it's like trade-offs. Like, what do you want? Do you want super great graphics, or do you want super great frames? I mean, unless you've got like a supercomputer like some people have. But for the most part, I went for kind of a balance of both. And you know, I've been pretty happy with the performance I've had on this sim since I upgraded to that 3080 card. So. Again, it's a trade-off. It's even with X-Plane, it's the same thing. It's a trade-off. What do you want? Graphics, performance. I mean, again, unless you go completely all out and buy the top of everything, you know, 4090 graphics card or whatever, you don't have to worry about that. You know, just I couldn't get a 40 series card even if I wanted to. It wouldn't fit on my computer. My case, I'd have to get a whole new case. It would not fit. It would not fit in that computer, in the current case that I have now. But, you know, like I said, the computer when I bought it was like $2,000. And I've probably put, let's see, shit, I probably put enough into it, how much I could have bought another computer. Now, when I upgraded, I sold products away. Like when I sold, you know, when I upgraded to a 3070 graphics card, I sold my old one. And then when I upgraded to the 3080, I sold the 3070. So, to at least try to balance the cost, or at least somewhat offset the cost. I don't even remember what I sold my 3070 for, to tell you the truth. I honestly don't remember what I sold it for, how much I sold it for. That was a while. I don't even remember when I got that, to tell you the truth. I don't even remember when I got that card. I might use 7 left, why not? I didn't really change anything, so that's fine. I assume that's which way they're landing in real life. Let's find out. Oh yeah, they're landing. So they're landing with a slight tailwind. Okay, that's fine. Love how you like shoot right down this gap. That's kind of neat. .3005 is the altimeter. Passing 22.5 for 5,000. Then again, I'm getting these kind of frames. I am running the frame gen mod, which helps with frames too. If I wasn't running that, I'd probably have 10 to 15 less frames. You literally just shoot right down this peninsula or whatever. Waterway. Fjord, I guess you want to call it. We'll do auto brakes. We'll do auto brakes 3. Oh, that's neat. I didn't know that it did that. Wow. That's kind of cool. That's really cool. Like messing around with Sim Toolkit. There's a bunch of stuff I didn't even know you could do. Say your pressure. I'm gonna go back to 3005 is altimeter. I'm really tired. It just kind of hit me out of nowhere. The airport's like over here. All right, 2,000 is the altitude I have to intercept the glide slope. And don't forget to put those landing rates in chat, or landing predictions. Did it wrong, Josh. There you go. You always put something absurd. Like no faith. You just do it to mess with me. I know that's what you do. You just do it to annoy me. I'm just bashing the number of my... I mean, usually usually mine are a little bit better. They're not that bad. 22.95. Yeah, that's the airport right smack in front of me. There's so many mountains around here, it's not even funny. Yeah, Elmendorf Airport's like over here, that's the air base. Actually, I don't know where they park. I actually don't know that. I have no idea where they park in Anchorage for the cargo flights for Alaska. Alright, be on the ground about, about 3 or 4 minutes. Something like that. Oh, that's the wrong frequency. I just thought of that. That's the wrong frequency for that runway. $1099. $274,109.9. Okay, those are right. Alright, about to turn our base leg in just a second. We're almost down to 3,000. Alright, auto brakes to 3. We'll turn final, then we'll get our gear down. And we picked up the localizer. Touch off. So we're at 7 right here, and there's 7 left. They're like right next to each other. They're very close. What's our VREV, like 130? Pretty sure it's like 130. I'll back it in auto brakes too. They're about 10 miles. Glide slope's coming down. Gear down. A bit of a crosswind off our right wing, and it's a tailwind. Alright, we'll go ahead and kill the autopilot. Alright, my controls. I did not want flaps 10. Oh. That was a little hair raising for a second. Outstall the airplane out. Now it's a straight tailwind.
400.
We're really high.
Three hundred. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
184. I'm gonna go over here to the right. Looks like this is where their cargo ops is, right here. That works perfectly. I like it. Oh, forgot to turn all these stupid lights off first. Oh, I missed that badly. This plan is a little big for this gate. Aren't their cargo gates are over there? I don't know. I parked here. It looked good enough. Nice. Engines are still spinning a lot. Doesn't feel like they should be spinning that much. Yeah, we're supposed to have only like 5,000 reserves, and we ended up at 7.5. So we use as much fuel as we thought we were going to use. We'll get him to start unloading it, and then we'll call it a night. Stairs are connected, doors are open. Comes the loader. He's driving through the grass. Our commander doesn't take that long at FedEx. Jesus. Cool. Just being unloaded, and we're good. Alright, well, it's fun. I'm going to go ahead and shut it on down for the night. And we'll be back sometime later in the week. Just mess around. Maybe do a short flight like this. You guys stay safe. Josh, enjoy your work day. And I will catch you guys on the next stream. Again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a good night. Later, dude.